We're with Dan. Dan's been going exactly 6 months with Jim's Mowing. How you going, mate?
I'm going brilliant. Really good. I'm really happy with how I've progressed over the last 6 months.
Oh, cool. Hey, we're in the middle of winter, and one of the perceptions from inquiries is that during winter there's a lack of work due to the weather. What's your experience of this?
For me, that's absolute nonsense. So I haven't been slowing down at all. In fact, I've actually been getting a lot busier. And I think it's all to do with the way you network yourself to be able to find more work.
Okay, brilliant. You still getting work from the office?
Yeah, I'm getting plenty of work from the office. Still quite a lot of work coming through, and that's keeping me busy.
Okay.
Yeah, I've never had an issue with a downfall of work from the office.
You purchased 47 regular mows, and a regular being a mow that has serviced 4 weeks or less.
Yep.
How many mows of rigs have you got now?
At the moment, I'm standing at 103 regular customers.
Wow.
So I've really pushed myself to build up my regular client base, and yeah, I'm really quite happy with how it's going. I've also done, in the middle of that, I've done price rises to existing customers, and I feel if you set yourself a goal, then it's a lot easier to achieve it. And for me, I've done a lot better than what the goal that I set.
That's brilliant. Hey, you're saying that you're doing your own sort of marketing. What sort of marketing do you do?
I do quite a bit of marketing myself, actually. I've actually got a bit of a list of what I do.
Good.
And this has really helped me out so that I maintain keeping as busy as possible and having a steady income throughout the year.
Yep.
So the first one's probably the most used one. So Jim's Leads. So I get quite a lot of customers off there. Letterbox drops. So I put magnets and flyers into people's letterboxes, and they hold on to the magnets and call me up whenever they're ready. Referrals from my customers, so I get a lot of work just from word of mouth for doing a good job. I get extra work from my regulars. If I see that one of my places that I mow their lawns needs their gutters done, I'll say, hey, I can do that for you, no problem, and I'll give them a quote there and then, and I get a lot of work from that. I go around to like real estate agents and property managers and mower shops, and I ask them if they've got any work that they need done, and I get quite a lot of work from that as well. I go door knocking, so if I go past a place where I see that something needs to be done, I'll go up there and I'll say, hey, would you like me to do a free quote for you? And a lot of the time I get the job. I get work from walk-ups, so if people can see I'm doing a good job and I'm taking a bit of pride in what I'm doing, they'll come up and they'll say, hey mate, do you reckon you could give us a quote? And you wouldn't believe how many walk-ups you get in a day. It's crazy. I'm on the Facebook group, so when people are posting that they need their lawns mowed, I'm always on there and I'm saying, yep, no worries, I'll be around to your place and I'll give you a free quote. And I also do calling up old clients. So it's crazy the amount of work you get from just calling up the old clients, because they may not have bought a lawnmower yet, or their hedges may have grown, or whatever it is, and you get quite a lot of work from that. And I also build my relationships with other franchisees and other gardeners, and I get a lot of work from that as well. So I'll go out and I'll spend the day with other franchisees and need a hand and get quite a bit of cash for that.
Brilliant. Hey, spring's just around the corner. What are your plans for the next 6 months?
Next 6 months, I'm really excited for the next 6 months, as this 6 months has gone really well for me, and as I said, I've achieved all the goals that I wanted to achieve. So for the next 6 months, my goal is to take on a full-time employee, which will be happening hopefully in the next 2 or 3 months.
Wow.
Otherwise, I'll struggle to get through spring because I just have that much work that I can't keep up. So yeah, I'll be taking on a new full-time employee and build up my customer base. I reckon I can build it up to another 50% of what I've got now. Okay. So I'll be hoping for around 150 customers by the next 6 months.
You used to work at McDonald's before Jim's. Do you find it easy to run your own business?
Yeah, I do. So this business especially, it's very easy to get your head around. And if you do have any issues, you can go to another franchisee or even Jeff, and anyone will help you out with it. But really, there's nothing to it. Cool.
Hey, have you got a ride-on mower?
And yeah, I have a ride-on mower, yeah.
And how many mows or percentage would you do with the ride-on mower?
I do quite a lot of work with that ride-on mower. I reckon that thing's paid for itself 10 times over by now. But I probably do about 60% of my jobs are about with the ride-on mower. So I've got quite a nice, small, compact ride-on mower, so I can fit onto most residential places, and obviously I can do the big jobs, big commercial jobs as well with it. And it saves me a lot of time, so I'm in and out of there.
Brilliant. Hey, I've always said that when you get into gyms, it's not only for the financial gain, but it's also the lifestyle and spending more time with the family. How's that going?
It's gone brilliantly. So financial gain, definitely. So at the moment I'm feeling very comfortable. I've got a bit of financial freedom, and you're a completely different person when you don't have to worry about any debts hanging over your head or anything like that. So with the money coming in, the family's very happy with how we're going, and then the extra time that I have on my hands. So when I want to start, I'll start, and when I want to finish, I'll finish. So I'm able to take my daughter down to daycare and pick her up in the afternoon. And if it's a bit colder in the morning and, you know, the window's full of frost and you're like, nah, I'm not going out in that weather, you just don't. So you can start a bit later, and yeah.
Now also, I believe that your wife's expecting another child.
Yeah.
And that's most probably giving you a little bit of time now to go to the doctors with her, is that right?
That's exactly it. So yeah, we're able to organise ourselves a little bit more now. And yeah, it's very exciting, and yeah, as I said, we have some financial freedom, so we can go out and buy all the baby stuff and not have to worry about anything.
Mate, that's brilliant. Fantastic. Congratulations. Dan, I'm going to put this on Facebook and YouTube. Any problems?
No, absolutely, go for it. I was just also going to say, I really recommend getting into gyms, and it really is what you make it. So the work that you're willing to put in is the work that you'll get out.
Brilliant. Well said, mate. Fantastic. Good on you, Dan. Cheers,
No
bro.
worries. Cheers, Jeff.
Bye.